Looks like this. There is a small fishing village on this island, drawing meager but reasonable catches of pale slimy fish from the lake. There are not only humans here, but a small number of sylphs as well, living in an uneasy peace with their neighbors. News of your exploits has reached these simple folk. They invite you to eat fish stew and tell them of your adventures. Eventually, warmed and full, you depart. I'm guessing this is the town we were told about. Okay, we got a couple places here to check. I think we have enough time to take a look in, Nass. Oh, we'll explore what we can. Hello there. And he won't talk to us. I suppose that makes a little bit of sense. Explore around the outside. Oh, there's actually a shrine here of some sort. There's a small shrine on this carefully tended island. It is not dark or bloody like you might expect from these strange creatures, but simple and peaceful. Let us pray. As you kneel down, you notice that pools have been provided for you to wash yourselves. You cleanse your hands and feet in return. A peaceful feeling immediately washes over you. You are comforted and calmed. After your time wandering in these violent lands, it's strange to feel so relaxed. Then a small, soft voice begins to speak from the altar. Please do not fear, humans. You must try not to hate my people. Not all of them are twisted, vicious, and cruel. Just some, led by one who does not deserve to lead. You see a vision of a gigantic slith male, 7 feet tall, praying in a dark throne room as a strange red mist writhes in front of him. Then the vision disappears. That is Sisyphus, and though it saddens me to say it, there will be no peace and no happiness for my people here until he falls. I sense you may be the ones to perform the final deed. Please help him. He lives in a dark fortress on an island to the northeast. Beware his smite. My blessing goes with you. Farewell. The voice and the feeling fade. You stand. So even the Slyths don't want Sisyphus to fall. Interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps the Slyths are not as big a threat or as evil as one might think. A mighty Slyth Zerakai with rich, dark green skin patrols the town watchfully. He has a proud, regal bearing. He must be their chief. He bows to you when he sees you. I am Shai, he says. I am the leader of Nass. We mean peace to you. What are you looking for? I watch over my people and deal with the two great forces that surround us, the humans and the darklings. What do you think about us humans? I want nothing but friendship and have nothing but welcome for your kind. You seem to live much closer to the true Slyth ideals than the darklings. Who are the darklings?
Ah, yes. I tell this tale to any human I can, so you can understand us. The Slyths here are refugees, exiles like yourselves from the mighty Slyth kingdoms in the deeper caves. The kingdoms are ruled with wisdom and justice, and peace. We value that which you humans valued, but there were rebels.
Rebels against what? His face darkens with anger.
A band who followed dark powers, led by Svos, grandfather to Sisyphus. They were expelled in the mercy of the leaders and came here, threatened by death should they return. Then the humans arrived. As the war started, decades after we arrived, some of us finally rejected Sisyphus.
I bet Sisyphus didn't like being rejected.
No, but we had to follow our own spirit. We had learned of the ways of the world we had been thrown from, and since we could never return to it, we decided to recreate it. So we came to the humans in peace and built this town, so that you may hear this. Please do not judge us for what a few of us may do. There are as many Slyth souls as Slyths.
I suppose. We are adventurers. Is there anything that we could do for you?
Yes, there is. Near us is a fort to the northeast, filled with darklings. It threatens us, and the humans near here too. Slay their chief and come to me, and I will reward you as best I can.
What are you looking for? Oh, okay. Alright. I think that's something we can do. I mean, it is dangerous. There's a plaque in the middle of this mound. Below the pictograms is a simple sentence in your tongue. Until we return home. Okay, how about you? A slow-moving slith is picking mushrooms. It shivers constantly. The warm, humid air of Avernum must not provide sufficient heat for this cold-blooded creature. Are you a farmer?
No, that. I pick mushrooms. Mushrooms good.
Well, the mushroom is an elegant fungi.
So I have Shah. Ask him.
Who is Shah?
He, me master. He talk for me. I work now.
Let's see here. Why don't you?
Evil slips take all good hot live places. I no understand. It hard to talk of it. I just cold.
Okay. You seem very cold.
Yes, we slips cold here always. We want find hot live place.
I can imagine, I suppose. Is someone? He doesn't talk. What about you? You seem to be doing something. There's a massive, frighteningly muscular slith. He is working on making a large, carefully detailed statue. Are you a sculptor?
Sometimes I work the stone. I make statues and homes for people here.
His speech is unusually clear. Why are there so many statues around Nass?
We sliths remember the great magi and leaders of our past, and we remember them with statues. Paper rots and carvings fade, so sliths keep their history in many, many statues. A stonemason is much respected by sliths.
You make homes? Don't sliths live in caves? He laughs, a strange, sibilant sound.
We learned that from humans. Sliths live in warrens, but when we flee here, no warrens. So make houses. I think I am first slith to ever do so. I did not well at first. Rocks fall on our heads. But now!
He indicates the town with a grand gesture, his strange face lit up with pride. Stones fell?
Yes, very... What is your word? Embarrassing. I make house. Roof falls on chief's head. Takes several tries to get it right.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I suppose it probably does take a couple tries in order to get building a house right. You want to make sure that the bracing is right, that it's supported properly. I mean, you just build a dome without any support in the middle or any ridges or anything, and yeah, the roof's gonna collapse on someone's head. Oh well. Greetings, Slith. We mean you no harm.
I am glad of it. The sliths in this village are peaceful. We mean no harm to humanity.
So I can tell. You do seem very peaceful, and you even want our help. I think this might be a longer episode as I look in the houses and buildings and such. Hello. A young female slith pores over a leather scroll. Her eyes glow. What are you looking at?
I study and prepare. One day we will be called to defend ourselves.
Defend yourselves from what?
Our dark slith brothers concentrate on you humans now, but they will come for us as well. We will fight them, and if not them, I fear you humans will one day give in to your hate for us. Our little village sits between two giants, waiting. But I see that you are not like that, or so I think. I have help for you.
Help is always welcomed.
I brew potions and scribe scrolls. You could purchase them now if you like. Though I fear what humans may one day do to us, we help them now best we can in hopes that one day peace may last.
I'd like to buy some potions and scrolls. Not too bad. Decent enough stuff. Ooh, actually, yeah, we can sell that. Piercing crystal, toadstool. We have toadstools? Could you identify items for us?
Yes, that is one of my skills.
And 10 coins each. Okay. You know how to read?
Yes. You humans have terrible ideas about how smart we sliths are. We read and write and are very good at the magic arts. Just because we live in caves doesn't mean we are dumb.
Good point. What are you looking at? Oh, okay. That's something we already know. I won't take anything from you. debating whether to make this a long episode. You know what? Yeah, we'll make it long. I don't like stopping in the middle of a town. Pick the lock. A couple coins. Not much else in here, just a house. Asp, keeper of the shrine and the path. You meet an old slith with a wise, piercing, lidless gaze. He sits reclined behind the desk. A fire keeps the small house very warm. What do you do here in Nass?
I am a healer, and I tend to the shrine, and I greet humans who come here in peace and tell them of us.
Peaceful sliths are a rare sight in Avernum.
Unfortunately, your words are too true, but living peacefully is our desire here. Our chief, Sisyphus, will tell of our past, and how we came here, and of the darkness we want to help you fight.
I need the services of a healer. Okay. What shrine do you keep?
On the island outside, not all of us sliths worship dark beings. We have gods of peace, which dark Sisyphus has turned from. Go to the shrine and bow to it, and you will feel some of what it is to be a true slith, and not a foul rebel. I take care of the shrine. It is not the temple, but it must do for us.
Where is the temple you mentioned?
When we sliths came here, we built a great temple in a lovely swamp. It was good, and I helped build it, but Sisyphus and his defiled it when they took over. Now they worship dark things, and have an altar with a hunk of a dead human's broken sword. It is sad. It was a beautiful place. The full 12 purification pools. Gone now.
A hunk of a dead human's broken sword. So, the altar is where part of, Demon Slayer is. Good to know. Thank you. We will definitely do something about that when we can. Ah, this must be where they get their food. Alright. 2 more buildings. Oh, there's someone in here. A small slith watches you warily. Hello there, who are you? She says something in the slow, careful way. Unfortunately, she says it in the slith tongue. She must not have learned how to speak your language. I'm sorry, I don't understand you. She replies something in the slith tongue. It includes repeated use of the phrase, word, whatever, oxra. I'm sorry, I have a lot of trouble saying these slith names because it's all S's and almost no vowels. Nursery. Human visitors take care. This small, steam-filled building is a slith nursery. Immature sliths of all ages frolic in pools that are much too small, as braziers struggle to keep them warm enough to survive. The frail creatures fill the air with the sounds of playing and hissing laughter. You notice, however, that they take pains to never get too close to you. A delicate slith female watches over the babies swimming around in the pools. Are you the mother to these little ones? She sighs, a slow hissing noise.
Yes, in spirit, but not by blood. I am a sage by trade, learning, and choice. But I fled the castle of Sisyphus, and my tomes stayed behind. And now my mate and I wait here for the war to end. Now I take care of the little ones.
Being a sage, you must know about us humans.
Too much so, I think. Other of our kind want to slay you. I wanted to learn about you. I think you humans could be great friends to us, if our dark brothers do not fill you with too much hate.
Who is your mate?
Skatha, the blacksmith. He is the finest smith I have ever met. Your kind would be well to get weapons from him. Very few of the blades I have seen in human hands are any match for his.
What castle did you live in?
We lived in the castle of Sisyphus, north and east, then across the water. My advice to you, if you ever go there, the throne room of Sisyphus is upstairs through a locked door. There are several onyx keys in the other slith forts. They are the keys to the castle. Going there without one is futility.
Onyx keys. I'll have to check them. Why did you flee the castle?
Because we have no hatred of humans. When all of us sliths came to this land, we were crazed and angry, but some of us recovered and gained wisdom. We of Nass are wise and long for peace.
When did you come to this land, and why? She starts to chant. It is clearly a song she has sung many times before.
A century ago it was that we came, forced through lost Basikava, forced through the tunnel for our dark deeds, our dark thoughts, our lust for blood. We reform, we think, we dream, we hope. We shed our bloodlust in the dream that one day we may return to the great home, that we may be forgiven, be taken in.
What is lost Basikava?
Legend says that it is the tunnel we slips were sent through when we were banished by our people in caves lost to us. If it exists, we don't know where it is.
Very well. A curious tale. Interesting. Ah, this must be... Skatha, Smith. All races welcome. This is a gigantic slith. His green skin is bright and shiny and his muscles bulge awesomely. He is forging a two-tined spear. You look like a mighty warrior.
Mighty I am! I know many of the secret paths of the greatest Slith warriors.
Secrets, really? Could you teach us some of them?
No, a human must do a great deed for the Sliths before we would share our secrets. You have done no such deed.
Are you the blacksmith?
Yes, today I forge weapons. My spears are my pride, and I love when they used. Purchase one, and I burst with pride that a human use my weapon. A Slith spear is a mighty thing.
Tell me what makes your spears so mighty.
We Sliths use 2-point spears, not like your human 1-point spears, made all of iron or steel. Takes great strength to make, great strength to use. It is a great honor to you that we let you have them, but you pay big price for that honor, eh?
His body shakes with laughter, but only a quiet hissing sound emerges. I would like to purchase a Slith spear. Yeah, they look pretty expensive, but thank you, we are fine without them. Kind of like, now that I think about it, they're kind of like tridents without the third middle prong. That said, I think that's all we're going to do. This episode has gone on long enough. Next episode, I think we'll probably take a look there. Is that Blosk, I think? Something like that. Yeah, this is probably a two-parter episode now that I think about it. So, yeah, next episode, we'll take a look over there. Probably take a look at these slits down here as well, out of curiosity. Till then, I am Chester44. That is Raquel, Marcus, Cassiel, and Jacob. This has been an Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.